How did the capital management look like for Juicy Chemistry, and what's your mantra and thought process behind raising external capital, and when is the right time to raise external capital, or bootstrapping all the way? What are your thoughts around that, Pritesh?
So actually, I think there's a lot being spoken about this. A very sensitive subject.
Yes.
Founders, I think, we've celebrated, fundraising in the last 2 years, and it's important to celebrate every milestone. But I think, when you're raising capital, first of all, to have the understanding that this is a liability and not an asset that you've sort of built is a very important metric that you need to have at the back of your mind when you are actually going out to raise capital, because you're responsible for the investors' money, right? At the hierarchy of things that you want to build for yourself, you actually come at the bottom of everything, right? As founders, and the more money you take externally, the more liabilities that you're taking on, the more responsibilities that you're taking on your shoulders. So only take money once you have very clear, ideation of where you want to go with this capital, right? And how you're going to be deploying this capital. I think in the last 2 years, we've all understood that being frugal is a phenomenal, I think, a thought process that you can have. It's a phenomenal art that you hone within yourself.
Yes.
And sometimes excess capital actually can be damaging as well. Sometimes you feel that you have the capital, so I can do a lot more things that I wouldn't have been able to do if I didn't have capital, which is true to a large extent. Because we only took on capital in 2019 when we thought to ourselves that, listen, we have a great product, we have a fantastic product market fit, we have repeat rates which are upwards of 65%, which is, I
Oh
hear,
my God.
phenomenal in terms of industry standards in a skin and personal care category. So we said to ourselves that we have consumer love today. What do I need the capital for, right? I need capital because we have a lot of manual processes that we were doing. We wanted to automate that. Yes, we need capital for that. Yes, we've not invested enough money in terms of marketing. People still don't know about us. I want to build a brand. Yes, we need capital for that. I need to build my team. I need to build my warehousing facility. Yes, I need capital for that. So you need to be very clear on your in your mind and on your papers, that this is where I'm going to be taking the capital and going to be deploying it in the first place. Understanding that this is a liability and responsibility that you're taking on for other people's money will actually give you a lot more perspective on why you are actually raising capital, and you're able to bootstrap, right? There is nothing like it. There is nothing like it, because then you have the freedom to do whatever you want to do. Even if you make mistakes, these mistakes are yours, and you can you won't have to feel as much pinch when when other people's money is getting utilized on things that you wanted to do, and might not get the best result out of it. But having said that, capital is for that, right? Sometimes the capital is for you to be able to afford mistakes.
Correct.
And I think we are so grateful to our investors for allowing us to make these mistakes in the last couple of years. And you learn from those mistakes, and you grow as a brand, you grow as individuals, you grow as your thought process evolves. So I think when you're taking capital, just be ready for it, and be ready to accept failures as well. As much as you celebrate taking capital or raising capital, it's also important to raise red flags within
Yes.
your mind and say, listen, I'm responsible for this, and
Yeah.
celebrate your victories as much as you should celebrate your failures as well.